Brant.
So
Here we are.
officially the latest stream I've ever started on YouTube. But
It was needed, you know.
I think we need to chat about some things.
People are feeling emotions. I don't know if those are good emotions or bad.
Emotions can be good.
Yeah. Yeah, we're full of them right now.
So I was a little reserved about doing this mainly because I didn't want someone from X Games to see it and be like, that guy's never coming here.
No. We love X Games. Let's get that clear.
Very clear.
Love X Games. More X Games every weekend. Okay? Just not with the format that was used.
Absolutely not.
We gotta, yeah.
I think there's probably a lot of really upset people who watched X Games
So-
stream just now for BMX.
All right. We both know. We're both in the BMX world, right?
I'd like to think that.
Who, no disrespect to Kevin, because Kevin killed it. Who did you have winning that contest based on what we saw?
What actually happened?
Okay.
So based on what actually happened, I mean, you would have had to have given it to Jordan Godwin.
That's who I had.
You would have had to have.
So anyone that's watching this from the future, because you're publishing this, right?
Yeah, it'll go live as a video.
Okay, so we're talking about Ventura 2024 X Games. The format for BMX Street was 2 runs that count from 0 to 50 as half of your score to 100, right? The other half of that 100 is a best trick, which was a 12-minute jam that ended up being only 2 tries per rider.
Correct.
So you got Jordan Godwin, who had by far the best run, which is definitely harder than landing one trick.
He landed both of his runs perfectly and was the only rider who didn't even put a foot down or bobble at all in a run.
Exactly, yeah. I completely forgot. He landed both. So he won the contest twice because he had the best run twice.
Yeah, he got a 41 and a 41.33.
Yeah. So and also, let's see, 2 of the people that won, that got a medal, weren't even on the top 3, right? Going into best trick.
Who was it? It was Devin and Kevin?
No, it was Jordan Godwin first, Garrett in second, and then Devin was sitting in third, I believe.
Oh, you're talking about the runs.
Yeah, so go before best trick happened, that's what the runs were looking like. I'm pretty sure.
I think something like that.
So you had 2 people jump up to the medal from landing a trick.
Yeah.
I just feel like that. I don't know, right? It's like it should not have been a 50-50. If they were going to do that format, it would have felt better with the 2 tries they got. It feels like a 70-30.
I think that would complicate things a lot. So
yeah.
I think the easiest way to fix what happened, because I think the reason why everyone's going to be upset when they watch it is because, first of all, the first 2 or 3 riders, I think it was just the first 2 riders in the best trick thing, took 3 minutes of the 12. So immediately you have 25% for the first 2 riders out of, was it 8? Something like that.
I was thinking it was going to be like, at one point I'm like, is this going to be a 1 attempt best trick?
Yeah, it's what it felt like for a second, and I just realized 2 out of 8 is 25%. Either way.
There was a moment, too, where, because Devin was sitting in third, and he was trying, like, an actual best trick.
Right.
With the pegs, bar, manual to the bank, to fakie manual, and we don't know what he was going to do
right,
but legitimately hard technical trick, and then he looked at Garrett and said, "Oh, we're only going to get 2 tries," and he completely switched up his technique or whatever.
Yeah. So to continue, I think the way that they could have fixed it, or they could fix it moving forward, is to either add a bit more time to that best trick thing so that everybody gets a few more attempts to do something that's like a legitimate best trick, because you can't do a best trick worthy thing in 2 tries.
Yeah, and to give Kevin respect, he did land the best trick.
He definitely did.
The pegs hard switch down whip on the van
On a
was the best trick.
big drop.
Yeah. That was the best trick. It took him from 5th to 1st though, which is
Which
I think that's what it was.
pretty crazy when it felt like nobody else even really had a chance to like go at something.
Yeah, I mean, as a rider, they could have also been deceived a little bit, thinking like, "Oh, it's a best trick jam. We're gonna get like time to do a best trick,"
Yeah.
and then you're like, "Oh, we have 2 tries."
And then the second rider, I think it might have been, he didn't land his trick, and they replayed it in slow-mo 2 different times while waiting on the score before the next rider
0.
could go. He got a 0, and then it took up 2 of the 12 minutes.
Yeah, that was I would have rather just seen a third run. I think with the hour time frame they got, I feel like a third run would have been more uniform and digestible to somebody not in BMX. That's like just like, oh, let's watch the X Games.
Yeah, or just let them, if a person messes up, let the next person just go instead of having to wait for anything.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess because it's like it was half of their score, they're like, we got to score this though. It's like just as important as a run at that point.
If they land it, but when they mess up and they get a 0, it's like, well, should
I mean,
because all right, so the arguments away from changing the format from people are going to be, well, it's a time thing. They only have so much time. And what else could there even be?
I mean, it could have been a 30-minute park best trick, and just did it how like Moto was set up, kind of. They've done it before, where like I think with the Dave Mayer BMX best trick, they don't announce, because those have all been run good. Like they don't
give the score,
you.
until the end.
Yeah, they just they'll place you, and then you get your medals. Like the scoring of the best trick was what really sucked up the time.
Yeah, so I think, to boil it down, I think that the split scoring could be really awesome if it's done right. I think if they were somehow able to do either 3 runs and then whatever the amount of time is left, they don't waste any time. They go right into it. Don't replay failed tricks. Get people in so they get at least 3 or 4 attempts at their trick.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. That was I mean, I feel like they're probably gonna know. Like that was kind of like fucked, that format.
Yeah.
I feel confident that going into X Games Japan, they'll change it.
Yeah, I would think so. And I definitely don't want anyone to think that I'm like trying to come in here and we're doing this to like attack. No, we're just watching it.
We love it. We're just super fans.
Yeah, we're being like how people are about football and completely overanalyze. But as people who ride and know how difficult it would be to try and land a good trick, who's Ali G?
That's someone you should ban. That guy.
we should ban him. Time out.
You should ban him.
But as two people who have an idea of how hard and how long it would take to land something that is like genuinely a best trick for those riders, we know that it can't be done in 2 attempts.
Yeah. Yeah, and there was different like tiers of that. Like what Kevin tried is difficult, right? The pegs hard switch down whip.
Yeah.
But it wasn't as hard as what Devin was going for, like a connection of like this could take, this could be like a clip,
right?
Like something, I don't know, because I mean that's something really hard. And Kevin did that pegs hard down whip first try at X Games and in Game of Bike, so it's not like anything too crazy for him.
Yeah. So basically they could change up how that was run. It also could have been that it was their first time doing that, So maybe they weren't quite ready to have it run super smoothly because that whip thing, those guys are just going.
Yeah, yeah, but since they included it, they like bonded it together with the runs, and that's what complicated it.
Right.
Maybe this is probably what they were doing. They probably didn't want to throw the budget out and have a whole nother medaled event
Mm,
because that's a whole nother aspect. Like, oh, we gotta. I don't know how much they give out for medals, but they're probably like, okay, this is another 50,000 to this group of riders, or we can just put a best trick involved in the runs.
yeah. So I'll say it again too. I love the idea of doing what they did. They just kind of fumbled on the execution of it. And I think there's a lot of people who are going to be upset. And I just wanted to come on here and like articulate why, because there's going to be a lot of people who are like, oh, that was the worst BMX Street and X Games ever. Or people are just going to say how bad it sucked. It's like, well, being two people who've ridden for a long time, we could try and give context to anyone who might see it. Yeah.
Oh, you're
What's up?
muted. What happened?
Who's muted?
Oh, I just didn't hear the end of what you said. Maybe it was me.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's okay. Regardless, it was disappointing. It was hard to watch. I turned it off the second Garrett fumbled his second and only other attempt at his best trick thing. 'Cause I was like,
I don't even know what he was going for. Like bar manual double bar, maybe. Like
that's what it seemed like, but I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah, it's weird. And the fact that they we also need to add this is that the best trick was there was mandatory obstacles on the course that you had to use.
Oh, yeah.
There was the green up rail right next to the van, and then the van was the thing. So you could do anything as long as it eventually started or like it linked to one of those obstacles.
Yeah.
Oh no, get out of here, Kevin.
Oh, okay.
God damn it.
Oh, that was funny.
My
Anyways.
friends thought we were playing Call of Duty.
Anyways. Yeah, so I really wonder how the riders felt about that. Oh wow, Scotty jumped in here. I would like to see the best trick become separated from the regular street event and run faster while not waiting for scores.
Yeah, that's what we were just talking about, Scotty. We were talking about how the score thing really kind of messed up how that was the flow of that.
Yeah, and if they can't separate them, it would be nice to just not wait on scores. Run the best trick thing as fast as they can so there's as many runs or attempts at that best trick as possible, just so that we're not like, dude, come on. And the riders probably are like that too.
I also want to reach out to Scotty and say I need to talk to your agent about getting you to announce the Olympics, because no disrespect to the people announcing the Olympics, but please, by love of God, Scotty, get into the Olympics and announce it for the sake of BMX. Thank you.
Yeah. So I really do wonder if the riders knew that they were only going to get 2 tries, or if that...
They didn't. Devin said it to Garrett. I read his lips. He said we're only going to get 2 tries, and then he switched his second trick.
So that could have been a thing for all of them, that they didn't know exactly, or they had an idea and then they came into it as this, and they have to change up what they're going to do. You're riding on that stage in front of a lot of people. It definitely could mess with your head. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the jump from 5th to 1st off of a best trick is kind of like, I mean, we all want to see Garrett take out douchey Sean White for the most things, and I'm sure he wants to stop hearing that. But that was Jordan Godwin's win.
Yeah,
he won that. They took that from Jordan Godwin. Like, he had 2 of the best runs.
So I think it would be less upsetting for the 5th place to 1st place jump if there was enough attempts for everybody to have landed something that they were like
Yeah.
pumped on being the best trick, and then it was like, all right, Kevin just did the best thing that
Yeah.
anybody did.
He did a go-to for him. I mean, that was a best trick, but that was definitely a go-to move for him.
Said TV makes it. This is Scotty saying TV makes it complicated. Side note: I will not be announcing Olympics. I wish, but it's not mutual. Well, hopefully that can happen. Hopefully we can bring change for that too.
Yeah, that. No, I mean, I think there's something with the Olympics where they have to have like different representations for announcers too. I'm not sure, but they're not doing the best job as a
They're
passionate
really
viewer.
not. Oh my God, Kareem Williams is calling me right now.
Oh my God, dude, Kareem, get in the van, dude, for Mega Tour. What are
Oh
you doing?
jeez. I can't answer it right now. I'm sorry. Well, hold on. No, we should probably answer it. Should
No,
we?
you answer the phone right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Get Kareem in the
Kareem Williams, we're
conversation.
doing a live podcast right now.
Oh, wow. I was calling you to say, let's do something tomorrow. What podcast are you doing?
Spencer Forsman and I are on live right now talking about the X Games street contest and the format.
I was literally calling you to see, let's talk about X Games tomorrow. But what's up, Spencer? Been a long time.
What's up, Kareem?
He said, "What's up, Kareem?" Sorry, I forgot he couldn't hear you, or you couldn't hear him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't hear him, but
tell him to get in the
just
van.
calling to see what's
He'll
up. I was going to
understand.
say, let's do X Games. I'm thinking let's do something tomorrow with X Games. I'm just like basically going to watch it and announce and yeah, we should do it if you want to do it, but you're already doing it, so I'll just do it.
We can figure something out, maybe. Spencer's live streaming it as well. Did you watch Street?
I watched a little bit of it, then I stopped because I was at the skate park riding.
Okay, so you didn't get to see the full thing.
No.
Of it. Okay.
I think I know who won, but no, I didn't get to see it though, so I'm still gonna go back and watch it. Like, yeah, watch it for the first time. But all right, sorry to interrupt the podcast.
No,
but,
you're good, man. I thought you were calling because you were on here watching and about to like go in on the format. It was funny.
Oh no, I'm just waiting until tomorrow. Are you guys on live on YouTube or?
Yeah, we're live on YouTube right now. You'd have to watch it to fully like be able to know what we're talking about. But yeah, call me tomorrow or something.
All right, yeah, definitely calling you tomorrow. I'll see you. Later, Spencer. Peace.
All right.
See it.
Bye. Okay, anyways, so back to the TV thing, like what Scotty just said. Hey, if Scotty wants to talk, he could call me. But the TV thing definitely makes it complicated. I do know that, there's an element of switching cameras that they have to deal with, and that isn't even something that's done by people who are like right there. They have to have whole entire like semi trucks where there's people in there who are just in charge of switching cameras and talking back and forth with it's literally called like production, and
Yeah.
it's tough to do. But I do feel like there's enough of these events where they run them super quickly, where they have to run them quickly because the riders or skaters or whatever it is are doing stuff pretty quick, that they would be able to just run it quicker. And I really do think the whole entire point of me doing this was to just bring attention so that if there was any question of whether or not people were questioning the format, like the answer is yes.
Oh yeah. I don't think they'll do that again though. I mean, it's just like if they have an hour window, like what are they gonna do? Like it should. What Scotty said, it should be 2 events. It's like
Yeah.
that's what made it weird was the merge.
Right. I mean, with an hour, you could definitely give those riders 4 runs on the street course and have it be really who does the best.
Yeah, I think I remember previous years it was a 30-minute jam, and if the person at the front of the jam got to their 3rd run, even if time expired, everyone after them had an additional run to make it fair.
Interesting. Here's an interesting thought too. Okay, bad for like Brody in Canada. Jam format would make camera switching hard, but 90 seconds of attempts should be easy to handle. So what if each rider got a minute and a half? Yeah, it's tiring. Maybe it's a minute and you get to take a few attempts in that minute.
And you'll get fatigued. There's no way.
You don't think you could go try something 3 times in a minute and have it be like,
I mean, maybe, but I mean, sometimes you want to like step back and like think about what went wrong, and then go into it
that's
like with
true.
a different approach.
I guess it
Especially if
would
you're trying
depend.
something like really hard, you're like, you gotta be like, oh, how the fuck did that happen? And then like come at it differently or something, you know?
Yeah, I definitely could see that. You're right.
You could just blunder over and over again, and then watch it back, and you're like, oh shit, I did this. I was doing
Right.
this wrong.
Oh, good point. Ride high. I figure that's why they made it only those 2 obstacles, the camera switching stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they have that one guy skating around the whole damn time. Just tell him like I'm doing this here.
Yeah,
Or
go ahead.
no, I don't know. I don't know.
Kareem said, I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow announcing X Games Street. X Games Street already happened, Kareem. I think ultimately what it comes down to is that there was just a misstep in organization in terms of the best trick thing, part of it. Scotty says, they tried to fill a time slot and make it easier for non-BMX riders to understand. I give a lot of credit to X Games for putting the effort in and keeping BMX involved. Yeah, there's no, like, I'm definitely not trying to take away from any of that.
We like we say X Games every day
I've been,
if it could happen.
go ahead.
Oh no, I feel like they just had to take out the best trick then, right?
Yeah.
It's like
Well, and
we didn't really get too much. We got better stuff out of the runs than in the best trick.
And how do you really know without trying? And
No disrespect. They tried, but it did not work.
right. And I will say too, like, for the record with things, I've been praising MSP Sports Capital and everything that X Games has been doing since it's been transferred ownership, because it has been incredible what they've done with X Games to see it starting to really come back to life.
Yeah, the last X Games was the best one I had seen in the longest time I could remember.
And it feels like having music and putting a focus on the people who were at the event the way that they have, and doing all of this stuff just feels like it was nice. It's all about trial and error, and there will be adjustments for sure moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We're not mad. We're disappointed.
I mean, I'm just kind of like, I feel like Jordan Godwin won the contest, and if I was in his shoes, I mean, he still got his first X Games medal. But I mean, that's just the cards that were drawn, you know? It's just like, this is what happened. Kevin won to the format, which is fair, but I don't know. It's just a weird format, I guess. I'm not a competitor. I don't compete.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. I have no idea what that means, but I'm deleting it.
Shout out to the woman riders.
Yeah. So have we talked enough about the street format?
Yeah, I mean, I going into this, I didn't think they were gonna like repeat that. I feel like it's very obvious that, and I'm sure the riders will kind of make a point too. It's like, you know, hey, we didn't like that.
Right. And it really does feel like
Yeah.
X Games cares about the riders and everything. Scotty, if you want to call me, man, we could chat for real in this. But
I will leave. This
no,
could be you right
no,
here,
this
Scotty.
it could be all of us because I just think it'd be cool. But where was I even going? I don't remember what I was saying.
Oh, we're talking about dirt. I mean, the dirt elimination was amazing. I mean, it was tense. Everyone rode good. I mean, everyone that made it in the finals, you would kind of expect them. But I mean, anyone that was invited was there. I mean, we didn't see Sandoval qualify.
It came down to the wire. And I'm not going to lie, I had a little bit of a food coma from eating way too much chicken Alfredo for dinner.
What is at dinner?
Scotty's at dinner as I'm talking about dinner. I kind of fell asleep during part of the dirt thing because I went into a food coma. But what I did get to see, because I woke up to the second runs, was Ryan Williams not in the finals. And all these people who you like expected to be in the finals who messed up in their first runs end up with the pressure on and making it happen. And I remember having a thought like, there are going to be people who say that this qualifying was more fun to watch than the finals.
Yeah, I mean, you get to see everybody invited ride, which is the most riding you'll see, right? That's what I like watching qualifying the most for.
Yeah, and to see like, Ryan Williams mess up on his first run and then be questionable if he was going to make it or not, and then have to stomp it in his second run because of how good everyone else did. I was like, man, are we about to see a BMX dirt final with no Ryan Williams?
He was crushed after his first run, dude.
Dude, he was on the ground, punching the ground.
Yeah, he just he landed low on that third. Well, it was his fourth front flip on the third jump. Because he did two on the first jump.
Yeah.
He landed low, but still went for the double flip, and like he kind of like speed pumped it to like get it around quick, but like he couldn't like open up in time to put the landing gear down.
How many flips? He did like 6 flips on 4 jumps.
Yeah.
Would it have been 7?
I was gonna be a little upset if he did another front flip though. It was like, okay, I mean, come on, give us something, dude. But yeah, Big Green, dude. I was about to say, I was like, if Ryan doesn't make it, it's looking real good for Big Green, Brady Baker. And Sandoval didn't make it either. He really, like, I just want to tell him, Sandoval, you got to dumb down your runs. I feel like he underestimates how good he is.
Yeah, it was really crazy to see the shakeups at the end too, with how there were so many riders on the bubble, and then the next rider who qualified in just bumped the one person down but didn't go up further in there. Brady Baker though, man, that kid, he's incredible.
Yeah, he's looking real good. I don't know what other events. I know he's in Best Trick for Park. Maybe Park. Definitely Dirt. I was a little bummed we didn't see God's Child, David Godziak. That was a little upsetting. I was hoping he'd be over last year because he is nice to have at the Dirt, but he was not there.
So let's see. Looking at BMX, we have BMX Dirt Best Trick has Brady Baker in it. Dirt has Brady in it, and then I'm assuming Park Best Trick. Yes. So those are the 3 that Brady is in. Dirt Best Trick, and Park Best Trick.
Judging from home. We need to, we need to reopen the who won Dirt Best Trick last year, guys, because we had I never got to talk about this. What do you guys want, dude?
Was there a robbery?
There was. All right, so
I feel like I remember vaguely.
I'm not an expert, okay, but I do know a little bit about aerial maneuvers. I think David Godziak did the best trick last year, and he knows it, and that's why he's not coming back. He did the 360 body varial.
So, okay, it's coming back to me. He did that, and then the winner was someone who did a trick that they have already done before in a contest or something like that?
So I think the podium was Ryan Williams front flip, front bike flip over the jump, and then W did the cork forward 1440 or something. But I put that one in third, which I think it did get third because both the riders scored ahead of him can do that trick.
Let me check.
Like Arwood could do the forward cork 10, and so could David Godziak. But at the 360, no one's gonna do a 360 body varial again.
Okay,
so that's the one time we're gonna see that.
I got the results. Ryan Williams got first, Caden Stone got second, and David got third.
Wow.
So I remember watching that thinking, how did someone who has done this trick many, many, many times in front of everyone beat someone who did a trick that no one had ever really done.
Yeah.
And he did it good,
BMX.
and he pulled it off. The tricks were too good to judge. It could come down to that. Their tricks are definitely good.
I for that one, I just said like, if the 360, I think as a BMX riders, we know the 360 body varial probably was the win, but as like a random Joe at home, they see the cork 1080 or 1440 or the front flip front bike flip, they're gonna put both of those ahead. Like, that was insane.
Yeah, I mean, I get that, but at the same time, X Games is all about celebrating, pushing the limits. So you would have thought that the 1440 and then the body varial 3 thing would have been over something that someone has already done a bunch of times.
Yeah, well, I mean, that they paid the price for it. We don't have David Godziak at X Games now.
It's true.
Because he did get invited. He shared it, and he was like, I don't know if I should go.
And it's understandable from his perspective, too, to know that he went there, put down that best trick ever that he could do, and then that happened. It's understandable to be a little discouraged and be like, well, should I even go again? Like, is this just going to happen again?
Yeah. He won gold maybe 2 years ago, maybe? He did win gold recently, but yeah, that was just something random I thought of since we were talking about BMX Dirt.
Yeah. I did want to make sure we talked about the women's contest being the first women's part or women's medaled event for freestyle BMX. I enjoyed watching it a lot. I was stoked.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
I saw a lot of people, though, in the chat who were upset about the judging in it, but I don't know. I kind of felt like the judging was pretty good.
Anyone have a brother that's a judge? Okay, I'm just kidding. But yeah, the only questionable thing was I guess placing Kim Lee from Germany in Paris, because Kim Lee Hannah won that without a doubt.
Yeah.
But between second and third, I was a little conflicted because Kim Lee did a lot of difficult tricks, 360 can tire grab, whip air and stuff. It's like, at what point do you balance out like flow and trick variation? Because you could flow a lot more if you do less. So it's like, where's the balance between that?
So what I would say about it is, if Kim didn't case on anything, if she made it all the way across the box and cleared everything that she did, she very easily could have gotten second. But hanging up a couple times, whereas Paris didn't really hang up at all, that's kind of what did it for me.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a lot easier to be smooth when you're doing less.
It's true, but she also went higher.
That's true. You could keep your speed doing less.
You're not wrong.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not contesting. I mean, the podium was good. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, there was no denying.
I'm just talking. I don't know.
Yeah, I get it. And for me personally, that's where it ended up for my mindset, was just like, well, Kim did put down solid runs, landed a lot of different tricks, but she hung up a couple times, and they're going to take that away from you if you do that.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, Paris had the best flow, for sure. I just was like,
How awesome is it that we're at a point with women's BMX where you can nitpick and split hairs like this over, X Games medals? I think it's pretty cool that we've gotten to this point.
I thought of something earlier, because we know who's dominating women's BMX. They were nowhere to be found. I had a conspiracy that maybe the women of China, who are sweeping the Olympic, besides the last one, maybe they're not allowed because they were actually like handpicked to be BMX Olympians from China. X Games is probably nothing to them, but I mean, they are some of the best riders in the world. I wonder if they got invited.
That is an interesting thought. There's no way, Scotty says, there's no way to judge them perfectly because it's just so different from each other, but that's BMX, and there isn't a formula to change it yet. I feel like there could be a judging formula that is formulated, for lack of a better term.
Well, I mean, hey, we got Matty in there. He's going to be a good judge because he's actually somebody who can do a lot of stuff on a bike. I don't know a lot of the judges that can actually tell the difference between like a goofy person doing a 3 double down whip and a regular person like a Nick Bruce doing a 3 double down whip.
So I've had a thought on this for a long time that I feel like could potentially be an idea. There's probably a ton of holes in it, but I've always felt like if you have 5 different judges, those 5 different judges are all looking at 5 different things. So you have one judge who's only looking at tricks and trick variety, one judge who's looking at smoothness and height, one judge who's looking at park usage, and then all of them come together and then whenever you're only focused on that one thing for the rider instead of like the overall thing, they could all come together to maybe make it a little bit easier to differentiate between, close calls as well as different styles of riding.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like most people with a keen eye can like tell like, okay, this guy's probably won the contest, and we can all kind of put a podium together ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
And it's usually going to line up. I'm pretty sure that's just what they're doing.
I definitely would agree with that. I just think that if you're going to try to like really make it scientific, that could be an approach where instead of having each person have to really focus on the entirety of a person's run, they're just like, all right, I'm in charge of watching how high this person goes and how smooth they land on what they do. I judge that. And then same thing for the other aspects of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that'd be hard to pick those judges out and stuff.
It could work, but that heart at the bottom makes it really hard to read the thing. But the point system would be crucial. Yeah, I mean, and no matter what type of judging layout and format there's always going to be the element of human error. And we can't, as people who are watching, expect judges to be 100% like robots whenever they're doing that, because it's just hard. If you've ever judged a contest before, it's really hard to do.
Yeah, I mean the point system, they don't actually like, okay, this was that, they that's just how they're placing the riders.
I don't know. It would be hard to say without actually seeing how they do it.
I don't think they ever like put the points out not knowing like, okay, if we score this, then this is going to make this person the leader. I feel like they're like, okay, well they talk and they're like, okay, what do you think it was better than this? And they somehow get the points out to make it result to that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
The scores would just be way too random then. If like, okay, we're going to give this like, it all depends on the first rider. Like, okay, the first person went. That wasn't bad. Let's give it a 70. Mm-hmm. And then they base, okay, how much better was the second person? Okay, that's an 80.
Yeah, it's definitely tough. And then you always see, and this is what I thought was so interesting about the street contests, is that normally the first person who goes is part of like the gauge for the curve, kind of how they do grading.
Yeah.
But you have Jordan Godwin coming in and doing the best score out of the entire thing in the runs category on his first run as the first rider in.
Yeah, see, that's another thing. It's like, do we ever see anyone get like a 90 their first run?
No, not usually. Scotty says points are placeholders from what I know. It would be really interesting to learn about a breakdown and
what's going on
and how it actually works.
I'm blurry. Sorry. Well, I mean, I guess we just kind of countered that because Jordan did go first. He had the best run, right?
Yep.
No one scored higher than him.
But everyone crashed too. It's not like, or everyone put their foot down or had a bobble. So it also isn't like there was another perfect run to compare to either. I was watching that and I realized too, after the first runs, it was like, holy crap, Jordan was the only one who didn't bobble at all. and he kind of like had a little bit of a tiny fumble. And then in the second run, it was like, holy crap. In this whole entire contest, Jordan Godwin was the only one who put down a perfect run.
Yeah, I mean, he landed what he wanted to.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was the format. They had the best trick thing, and that kind of was a little weird. When are we gonna see women's mega ramp?
Women's mega ramp. I don't know, man. I don't know what it would take to make mega ramp or vert have enough people to really be competitive again.
Yeah, they would have to build. They would have to build the ramp and have like a qualifying event to get into the X Games.
And then how do you have the riders get
Nitro Circus did that actually.
But like you said in your live earlier, it's about access when it comes to vert or I mean big airs.
Yeah.
Impossible now. So how do you help the access for it? Also the interest in it. It's just scary.
Yeah, I mean it was the headlining event for over a decade, right? Big Air, skate Big Air, and BMX Big Air was like the thing.
Yeah, so how do you get back to that? I don't know if you can right now.
It's just kind of it's dangerous and it's a huge ramp, costs a lot of money, a lot of space, and the elements too. It's like
yep.
To consistently to put on the best event, like everything should almost be in the arena like it was at like the Staples Center. It's like what Scotty said earlier is like wind was bad.
Yeah.
Imagine everything is like controlled.
Well,
it's like you get the best performance.
Watching the women's class, you could really see the wind affecting a couple of them. It was like there was a couple of close calls that were just like, oh, dude, that was not good. And it was all you could see the wind just trying to take their tires.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, the thing is like they design the courses when it's on the beach like that. They want to have the beach open, but that's like where the pressure is going to equalize to make that wind come in. It's like the wind's coming from the water. So it's like maybe if the bleachers were on the other side, there wouldn't be as much wind coming in, but they want to have a pretty park.
Yeah, well, how many times have you been to a perfectly calm beach in the middle of the day?
No, I mean, we know how the wind can be. Maybe it can't work here though, too windy, and it's held back from. Yeah, I know. I was just joking about that. But dude, honestly, women's BMX dirt, from what we've been seeing in fees, that it's almost there.
Yeah.
How the girls are hitting the box jump, dude. They're doing flip variations, triple trucks. It's like those jumps are bigger, but to me, they look safer because you have more time. You can do your tricks more casually, I feel like, than on like a smaller dirt jump. And you can slide, like no one got hurt today. Like you just slide into the ramp.
Yeah, and there was so many times where a rider cased or fumbled a little bit and was still able to make the next one and do tricks and keep their run
because the landings
moving.
were so big.
Yeah.
Like dude, Dubby got his run and he did like 5 cranks between every jump.
Oh yeah, he did.
He survived it, dude.
He definitely was a survivor in that run.
Yeah. I don't think it made him to the final, but he did qualify. At one point, he was up there.
I think he ended up making it. Yeah, did he not?
No, he got bumped down from R. Willie, I think.
Oh, I didn't think about it after that. I want to go back to the women thing and say I think that there could be a best trick contest, like either box jump or dirt jump. I think it'd be really good.
Do a park best trick.
Yeah, it could be really good.
Why not? I mean, but that's the thing is like that would be great, but there was 3 riders there who could contest that, you know?
Well, it would have to be different. Like it would have to be the right people invited for the.
Yeah.
Credit to Adam, of course, for the design because it's 2-foot uphill from start to finish. Holy cow! It's an uphill course, and they're still able.
Wow.
That's impressive.
I didn't even notice. I mean, I guess it was like only 6 inches between every jump. You wouldn't really notice that, especially when you're going down a hill.
Yeah, it's still crazy.
Yeah, that's good though.
while we have Scotty in here, Scotty, what do we got to do to make a foofanu on that Sonic Cup happen from somebody? Someone needs to foof the Sonic Cup.
Who's got brakes that is in that?
I don't care. There's a bunch of.
I mean, I'm sure there's like, if get Rob Darn to do it if he's there. I don't know.
Somebody's got to foof the Sonic Cup. That would just be the best.
I want to see a nose bonk or something in it.
Oh, because it's recessed down.
Yeah, I know. I saw that the Chris Gregson guy was standing there. I don't know how visual you guys are, or how much attention people pay. No, not putting blame on anybody, but I'm almost certain the worst fall at X Games last year was because a cameraman was in the way for our good buddy Marcus.
That's what we hear.
Get these guys off the damn course. Like, what, dude? I don't know if you guys all saw that, but he adjusted his path because of the camera guy. I believe, from what I saw, is what it looked like.
Yeah, not good. I wanted to see a 3-tap over it. A 3-tap with the Sonic Cup would be so sick. It could be done. It could totally be done.
Yeah, it's close too. You could almost 270 tap it.
Oh, it'd be so cool. A foof.
Wally's on it would be cool too.
The roofs at the end of the bowls would make for a sick foof. Nick Bruce could foof the Sonic Cup. Just have him do it in practice. Yeah, he's in park. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Marcus could do it. Marcus is good at him. Yeah, somebody could do it. It's just the seed has to get planted, and Sonic would love that picture.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. They could get it right. I mean, who did the what was it? Toshio did it in Japan?
Yeah, on the Olympic rings.
That's an amazing picture.
Yes. I was really hoping that we were going to see Laura Lessman do a brake trick, because she did some tire taps in her Olympic qualifying run. So I'm like, man, maybe we'll see her foof the Sonic Cup.
No, I don't think she foofs.
Somebody's got to foof the Sonic Cup. I'm glad that I could say that when Scotty was here, because he's there and talking to people. I just want to see it. As soon as I saw that course, I was like, that's the trick.
You just get Maddie to do it real quick.
Yeah.
Maddie's there. He's probably got his bike.
Yeah, I know Darden likes to sneak in on the courses when he can, so
maybe on Sunday.
Yeah. I just think it needs to happen.
Sonic is a cool sponsor, though.
Nick was sitting on top of the roofs. Yeah, Jason Taylor said the roofs at the end of the bowls would make for a sick foofanu. Absolutely. And Nick was sitting on top of one of those in a picture that he posted, so he might use them.
I'm sure people are going to use those as like step ups.
Yeah.
Like, are Willie 5'd up it in the RBMX thing?
From home?
From home? What? Is Maddie judging from home? What?
Couldn't tell you.
No, he's out there.
Sonic sign would be a good foofanu too. Yeah, it's just a way gnarlier foofanu. I feel like the cup would just be easy to foof.
How far do you live from a Sonic, Brant?
No idea.
I checked. I'm 8.9 miles.
Oh, really? Well, let me check.
Yeah. Why don't you go just get a cup and foof it and tag X Games? Wait, he's really judging from home, Scotty?
That's
so he's
crazy.
Just he's seeing what we see?
That's pretty nuts. I didn't realize that was even possible.
I mean, well, you get the best seat in the house at home.
Absolutely. Sonic drive-in.
Wow, I thought he was out there with you guys. I just caught up on the Arizona video.
My closest Sonic is 20 miles away. You got a close one. They really should build an X Games arena somewhere. Imagine.
Well, I mean, look, they just announced that league.
Yes.
That's going to be awesome.
I'm so stoked for that.
I don't know anything about the format for the teams. Is it cross sport teams?
Yes.
So that's interesting.
So a BMX rider and a skateboarder basically is the example they gave, would have to be on the same team, kind of working together towards points. I think it's awesome. I think it's...
Is that
Go ahead.
Is that going to take away from the summer games? Like, are they still going to be giving out gold medals like for individual riding?
So it
And then
seemed
points?
like they were gonna keep doing that. It seemed like they just wanted more X Games, and this was a way to do it.
Really?
I can't wait to see what the first thing is. Isn't it not until 2026 though, or something like
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'll pull up the page and do some reading. Okay, fine.
I can't believe Maddie's judging from home.
It's pretty
So he
interesting.
went out to Arizona and then flew back to judge. Like, what?
Where do we see more?
Or from a room? I don't know. I'll have to see your videos on that. That's crazy. Is it going to be cross like snow as well?
So
Because I know they're doing 4 summer, 4 snow.
So it says, explain it to me in simple terms. 2 X Games events a year isn't enough, so X Games is building 2 leagues, 1 winter and 1 summer with cross-discipline teams. So imagine a winter team with snowboarders and skiers, men and women, and imagine a summer team with BMX and skateboarding, men and women. So then it gives an example. Imagine a team with these 2 people I've never heard of, or a team with R. Willie and Arisa True on it. So 4 global winter events, 4 global summer events. Both include the U.S. Leagues will have their own point structures, and athletes within the teams will contribute points towards teams and individual championships. Why teams? Provide athletes with a new level of stability, annual income base, or compensation.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, whoever bought X Games is doing great.
Seriously. It seems like it's
You
going
can
to be
notice
awesome.
it.
They definitely, it feels like they care. Feels like they care about people and what people think in terms of people who are there watching and the athletes. I felt like there was a lot of people invited this year that we may not have seen in previous years under the previous ownership.
I love seeing the qualifying. I feel like a lot of the years we didn't get that.
Oh, true.
It's cool to see because I remember they used to do the Boise qualifier,
Yeah.
and then it just was finals.
Yeah.
We had to get invited to the Boise qualifier, and then I don't know what the qualifier is to get into park for some like random Russian kid who's the best.
So
What contest you have to go to?
Well, do you remember with that Boise thing? Marcus Christopher won that and then still wasn't in X Games.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know what the deal with it was, but I remember there being a stink online because he won that event and still didn't get invited to X Games.
What?
Yeah, something, I don't know.
Yeah, they were doing weird. I have no idea what they're doing.
It doesn't matter now though, because it really feels like the new people involved care. And honestly, that's part of why I even like finally said, F it, let's do this right now. Because I was like, well, maybe somebody will see it and know that if enough people are talking about this, that they should do something a little bit different next time.
Yeah, I mean, I went into this not thinking we were going to do anything. I just wanted, we're just talking about it. I know they're going to change it before we even did this. Like, there's no way.
Oh, yeah.
They tried it out. Yeah, they tried it out, and it was just kind of like, I think everyone knows that was kind of a blunder.
Yeah. Stoked for Kevin, though. Stoked that Jordan Godwin got one, I think. He did, right?
He got a silver.
Nice. So let's see.
We still got 2 more days of X Games, though.
And you're going to be streaming all of it, aren't you?
Yeah, on Twitch. Yeah, the X Games actually, so some person on my Twitch chat knows somebody that works for the X Games, and I actually got, like, they're doing stuff with streamers where I actually got, like, a rebroadcast link.
Yeah.
So I didn't have, like, last year, I just streamed, like, their YouTube stream display capture, but I actually had like my own thing, and I was actually like 5 seconds ahead of their broadcast somehow.
That's awesome. I saw that on the website and signed up for it today or yesterday, so I knew I was too late for it.
Yeah, But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's just really cool that they're doing that too for people who want to stream it, co-stream and have a watch party. Just get people stoked. It just kind of feels like they care, which is nice.
Yeah, I mean, well, they got to protect their investment. I wonder how they just spent so much money buying the X Games. I mean, that's like everyone knows about the X Games,
Right,
so they obviously have to care about it. So they're doing a good job.
right. I like it. So, with that, Spencer, is there anything else X Games related we should talk about?
Uh, I don't know. Tomorrow
What do we have tomorrow? I'll pull
we
it
got
up.
dirt finals, men's park elimination, park or
So,
street final, and then I think there might. I don't know if there's a best trick tomorrow.
yeah, pulling
Might
up.
be Dave Bear best trick at the end of the night, I think.
No, that's on Sunday. My
No, I thought that was dirt best trick.
I see Sunday, June 30th. Best
Oh,
trick
okay.
at 2:30 p.m. for park.
Okay.
So we
Oh, okay.
have tomorrow BMX Dirt Final. Looks like that's the first event. That's 5 Eastern. Then the only other BMX event is Park Final at 8:45 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I mean Garrett was in top three, Blake. It was just a weird format. I mean, his run had him in second, which is usually what, gets you the medal. It was just a weird format.
Yeah.
He was in second going into it.
The last thing of the whole entire event is Sunday at 6:15 Eastern, and that is the Dirt Best Trick.
That was the best event last year. What's their best trick? So that's nice to end it out with that.
I thought it was super interesting that they are ending on Dirt Best Trick for all of X Games.
Dude, the best trick was hands down the best event last year. It was insane. That could have been one of the best contests I ever watched live. Was last year's best trick dirt. It was insane. Everyone was just landing crazy stuff.
Let's hope that happens again this year.
Yeah.
Are the park guys doing Best Trick too? Yes, they are. That is at 2:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow.
We
Or
should do
Sunday.
a best trick predictions. I'm
Okay.
predicting a Mike Varga, and I have no inside information about this. No Nancy. I think he could 1440.
Oh, there's no doubt he could 1440.
He did a 1080 today, and it looked way too casual. And he is the fastest spinner. I think we might get an actual traditional 1440, not like the forward cork that we see people do.
They'd be pretty awesome. I'm trying to find the results so we can see. Oh, I guess it's just the invited athletes to Best Trick Dirt.
And I also thought that if Buckworth wasn't hurt, I feel like we could have seen our first triple backflip on X Games dirt.
Ooh, that'd be crazy.
Dude, everyone was floating double flips today.
Yeah.
Like casual. We could definitely see I don't know if a flip whip or if a double flip whip happened, I wouldn't be surprised.
So Brian Fox is in Dirt Best Trick. I'm kind of feeling like I just had a hunch. I really have no inside info that there might be some kind of 1080 variation because he's been doing them for so long. Maybe he'd throw a variation
what
in
do you
there.
mean? He just posted that in his last YouTube video. He was doing 1080 bars at Woodward West.
I
Fenton.
didn't watch it. Sorry.
And he's tried the 1080 bar before. Brian is hands down going for a 1080 bar in best trick.
Okay, so I'm good at predicting because I literally had no idea.
Come on, you know what I want to see? I really want to see what Sandoval almost got done at Pat Casey's house.
Oh my gosh, what even was that?
He did a 3 down whip bar, 3 down whip. So he basically did a double decade with a bar in the middle, and he sacked it.
He almost had it.
Dude, It's the craziest trick I've ever seen.
It definitely was completely insane, and he was so close.
Yeah, I've seen Buckworth do the. I think he doing double flip tuck turn down or something. I don't know if he's added on something to that, but I've seen him do that somewhere because I know about it.
That's wild. Caden
It's gonna
Stone's
be
in
exciting.
there. Caden
Yeah.
Stone might throw the 1440 again.
What has he been working on? I feel he just got double flares pretty consistently this year, but I don't know. What is R. Willie gonna do is the question.
I don't know if anyone besides people who are close to him could even guess.
So yeah, he came to Woodward forever ago, and this is like 2 years ago, and he was doing 540 front flares in the foam pit on the
Right.
vert, getting ready for big air, which I think he just did that recently.
My
And
brain.
he was doing front flare whips, which he's already done front flare double whip on his resi.
Jeez.
I don't know what we could see. Could we see maybe a Brady Baker could do a double cash roll actually.
I had the thought of double
He
cash roll.
he did that on an airbag or tried it.
How does that work? What's the motion look like?
It's like the same weird roll they do, but they hold the roll.
So the cash roll I always thought was
It's like a parkour roll.
you go off the lip, you 180, you backflip, then you do another 180.
Yeah, I mean
When
it's not
Brett
that.
used
It's
to do
not
them.
that though. It looks like that. I mean they're popping a front flip.
Interesting. It
They're
looks
popping
like it.
they're popping a front flip, but they roll off the front.
It's interesting. So
Yeah.
I wonder what a double would look like.
I mean R. Willie's done it, but like I mean no one's done that kind of stuff on like a dirt jump.
Do you think they do it on the first one?
Scotty, what do you know?
Scotty says Brady
No,
has crazy tricks too.
Dude, I know, dude.
Man,
It's exciting.
I can't imagine. So like having to go into announcing Dirt Best Trick, not knowing like fully what someone's gonna do, and then you see it in front of you and you have to say it in real time. That can't be easy.
I mean, he's a pro
Obviously.
announcer. This guy nails it, and he really like I don't know if you watch the other stuff, Scotty, but you are really like we were talking about it on my Twitch earlier. Like you could announce skateboarding better than the skateboard announcers. It's like
I
it's
watch
like
skating. It's tough.
not to shit talk them, but it was just like God, like it was it's whatever. I mean, no complaints, but yeah, just I guess this having somebody with like a encyclopedia of knowledge that they can break it down simply is a gift.
Yeah.
Good to have Scotty holding that.
It's not really a front flip, it's a crazy cork 7.
Yeah, some people do too much of a cork 7. Like remember Bryce Tryon used to try to do cash rolls both ways, and
Yeah.
it looked like an ugly 7 kinda. But then he can do it switch and get it nice looking like proper.
Man. I mean, didn't Brett used to do like crazy tricks in those too 15 years ago?
He did the tuck, he did the turn down in it, and I don't know what else he did.
So what are we gonna see our Willie do? J2E? What's J2E gonna do?
J2 could do the front bike flip to whip.
He pulled that
Or
last
what
year
else
and got 4th, didn't he?
Oh, maybe okay. So he always has something.
Yeah, he's always got something. Imagine if we saw Curtis Downs get invited and do that crazy Nitro Circus thing he just posted not long ago.
I didn't even see it.
He did some type
He
of
did double front bike flip.
Oh, that's a good one.
Maybe.
Just let it go and then catch it. That's a good one.
Or double or front bike flip to like super seat hand whip or something.
Do they do the
I
front?
don't know, dude.
There's a lot. Anything.
He could. He could triple flip that. No, he's
Godziak's
not.
not back.
He's not. Unfortunately, we lost Gaziak to the
What
X Games.
about Gabriel Chavez?
I don't know enough about that guy. I've only seen him at the triple challenges. He's good.
He's
Real good. I don't know what he's got in the tank. I don't know what he's got in the tank.
When you can do the massive tricks that he has on lock, I was literally thinking about Brett doing the front flip whip to tuck because it was insane how he did it and made it look so casual. But even yet to this day, like people hardly even do front flip whips at all. But
Mason Ritter's the only one I see doing them. And actually, you know what? The bronze medalist from the Olympics does them pretty regularly.
Nice.
What the hell's his name? Forgot. British guy. Those are the D?
Cute.
Declan Brooks?
Oh, Declan. Okay.
He's got a nice front flip whip.
Nice.
Hey.
What was I saying? Oh, Gabriel. So he's got some of the craziest tricks just dialed in and does them back to back on dirt jumps. I'm wondering what he will do. Varga's been doing front flip whips.
Varga is kind of like Sandoval. They can do almost whatever.
Can we just see somebody jump all the way to the last jump and then do a massive 180 turn down?
Okay, Brant. And they're gonna play Hawthorne Heights and not land the fake.
Scotty, I've got Dirt Best Trick, at least on the website. He's on the list, but it could be different for what's actually happening. We got Brady Baker, Gabriel, Brian Fox, Daniel Sandoval, Caden Stone, Jay Tui, Mike Varga, and Ryan Williams. That's the list on the site.
I would love to hear what Scotty has to say about, because I know he watches all the contests. What did you think about Dylan Hesse randomly doing a double flare in the middle of his Shanghai finals, Shanghai Olympic qualifier?
And then messing up.
That's so random. He qualified second, and then he's like, I'm doing the double fly, mate, right here in the middle of the run.
And then didn't he not even end up?
No, he fell both times. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's like the run that you do when you land your first run perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know. I was so thrown off when he tried that. I still am like, what is he doing?
Props for going for it and really going for it, but also the consequences. The consequences,
crazy.
Not only in hurting yourself if you fall too hard, but also like just not getting to go to the Olympics based on that one or two moments in time.
Would a 180 to cab the next jump win best trick?
Could you cab one of those?
No, I don't know. I'm just, we're just throwing theories out there. And if you could, would it win? I think it would. I don't know.
So the problem would be that if you look at the course, where do I find the course at? So if you look at the dirt course, the jump that you'd want to half cab would be the last one, and the jump before it that you'd have to 180.
Yeah, I know.
The third jump that you'd have to 180 before cabbing the last one is 26 feet long. Because the last one's 18.
I need a bike transfer.
Yeah, right. Oh man,
dude, they should honestly do just a best trick open
where anybody can come in.
Anyone can go, and if you try something, it's like an American Idol where the judges give you a ticket to try again, or you're just done. It's like, we liked what you were doing, we'll give you another try at that.
And the judges are BMX riders. There's your idea for a TV show. Pat Casey would have done it. Yeah, just 180 the roller So you have to jump a 20-foot jump, 180 the roller that's on the step, like on the landing of the jump, and then cab a 26-foot long and low.
Oh god.
Best trick open. I mean, it'd be entertaining. That's definitely for sure.
Flair double downlift though. Did he? He did do that. He messed up on one of them.
Yeah, he did. And then crashing with his foot on the ground.
Dude, that was a gnarly. I thought he was gonna go through the ramp.
He might have. 30, 23, 23, 15. So that's what it ended up actually being. Okay. Website shows 26, 20, 26, 18. So you could 180 a 23 and then cab a 15, right?
Yeah, it's possible, but to the, like you're talking about like heart surgeon precision.
Oh, yeah. Imagine going that fast backwards.
You have elements. You have wind.
Oh.
It's like it's doable.
And you have like
no one's gonna.
How many runs?
12-minute jam with just 2 tries.
Marcus could flare triple down whip. He'll try it eventually for sure. I mean, he does quad air down whips like it's nothing.
Tomorrow's gonna be exciting.
Scotty,
you're announcing everything, right? Everything BMX. When is disc golf gonna be in
there? X Games disc golf while jumping out of a plane.
Hey, they did gaming, okay?
They did do gaming, and those people who won those medals still talk about them to this day.
You know who they are? What game was it?
Call of Duty was one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, was it COD?
Definitely one of them. Because I watch Nade Shot sometimes. And
did he win one?
I think he says X Games gold medalist sometimes.
Jesus, dude.
But he's like putting on a show, being sarcastic about it.
Yeah, but if he just to have one is insane.
Yeah. Feel like I've seen Marcus Flair triple down at a UCI contest already. I could be wrong.
No, he goes upside down. A lot of people go completely upside down when they do 3 double downwhips or just downwhip airs. Like with more than one, they go completely upside down.
So Scotty said he is doing it all. Jose Torres is riding really good on the park course. Crazy high air and wild tricks. That's a name that I felt like was a new one for X Games, right? Josh
He won
Duff.
last year. No, he won last year.
My memory is terrible.
Yeah, he won last year.
Josh Duff. Oh my goodness, Josh Duff.
Yeah, Josh Duff's he is a unique person because he's kind of like a Jay Dalton. He's got the tricks and the flow.
Yep.
Jay Dalton is there. Jay Dalton is there.
Just get him
at
in.
X Games. Get Jay on that course.
Just get him in. Josh Dove is in BMX Park only.
If Jay Dalton was in an X Games park and it was like a bowl contest like that, he's not getting last.
He could do well.
He's gonna do well.
Yeah. He would need to get really familiar, and he could do some nuts stuff. Like,
yeah.
If he could get as comfortable on the course as he was in Lot 8,
he's a monster.
He could do anything.
Monster with a micro.
Have you seen Josh Dove ride in person, Spencer?
No.
It's just incredible. This was years ago at this point. This was 2019, but we ended up at the championship for the Vans Pro Cup series. So at the Huntington Beach Park, he was going like 10 feet out of a 6-foot quarter, airing out.
Yeah, I've been seeing him since he was probably like 13. I think he started getting coverage, and he's a monster.
Just seeing it with your eyes, It's nuts.
It's gonna be a good day tomorrow.
I agree. It's gonna be a good day today. It's already tomorrow.
That's true. What is time?
I don't know. You brought up
Yeah,
the
so-
podcast, and then I got that nervous feeling like I'm about to do a hard trick, and I said, "All right, we gotta
I don't
send
know
it."
why.
I don't know, man.
We didn't say anything bad. Nothing. We love X Games.
I just want to be able to go to an X Games one day, and I didn't want to say.
I haven't
something.
gone either. Are we going? We're going next year.
You want to? You want to plan it?
We could. I mean, if I sell my van, I can do a lot of things.
I'm gonna have to figure out some stuff to sell.
You can sell your hair.
Sell my hair. I think I have a standing offer from one of my friends. If I shave my head, he'd pay me $500.
That's the gas money to get us there.
Well, you're not
You
wrong.
could grow it back. You could grow it back in time to maintain your image. He's next. I believe you, Scotty. Yeah, it's gonna be nice.
Did Toohey qualify for tomorrow's finals in dirt? So I've been trying to find.
I think he did. He might be like 6th or something.
There was a results page.
He did. Let's see. What did
Oh, there
J2?
we
He
go.
did giant super flip into forward or front bike flip into he did do like he switched his feet, which he does like his whips the other way forward, and then he just did a full pedal back, barrel roll, and then double flip.
So he did. He qualified 3rd with that run.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna do the front bike flip, switch the feet, and do like a triple whip because he does those pretty frequently. And and then what did you say? Did someone call me Ali G? Yeah, I did. My one of my mods from Twitch.
I had to look that up. That's hilarious.
Ali G, right. All right, guys. Don't hate on the blue light glasses. They actually work. So you guys can hate on my image. I'll cancel you all, okay?
I don't know, guys. I think it's pretty close. You just put a hat on.
You're looking at it. I could get it. One time I was wearing a beanie. And yeah. Dude, I mean the blue light glasses are where it's at, dude. I don't even care.
I feel like this was before blue light glasses existed.
Yeah, that's me.
Oh, that's hilarious. So
That's me pulling up the X Games next year. I'm gonna run up to the fucking when they have a weird format. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
So the people who qualified for dirt are, this is from 8th to 1st, Brian Fox, Gabby Chavez, Mike Varga, Brandon Lupos, Bryce Tryon, Jay Toohey, Ryan Williams, and Brady Baker.
Brady qualified first.
Yes, he did.
First run had a style run. Second run.
He goes so high, even in his like major trick runs.
Brady is like a veteran pro in like a 20-year-old's body.
That's a good description.
Since he grew up riding the incline club, he basically like looked up to Scotty and just started downloading like what Scotty did.
Oh,
He
good point.
he attacks everything. He
Great.
just doesn't ride brakes.
He's not in his break era yet.
Well, I mean, people don't really ride brakes anymore, but I mean, yeah, you watch Brady ride a mini ramp, it looks like you're watching somebody from early 2000s like just dominate.
You know he's like from where I'm from, right?
No, well, I think so. I think his dad was there, and then he moved to Jersey when he was younger. But
Yeah, he apparently is like from Akron.
yeah, I don't know why Brady's not in park yet. I feel like maybe because he doesn't do the fees. I don't know what the contest is that gets people invited to park. But he definitely could be in park and hold his own.
Oh, absolutely. I wonder, it would be cool to like, hear what the actual.
Well,
You
with
know.
dirt, it's the monster triples. That's how we got like Nate McAllister there.
Okay.
And that's how Brady got there. He talked about it when he got on Monster Energy recently in like some video. I don't know what the park contest is to get someone into park.
Well, if we look at the
Yeah, he can. He's done it on airbags KX, and that might be one of his best tricks, in theory. I've not talked to him, but
so if we look at who's invited to park,
he's got that.
Nick, Marcus, Josh Dove, Justin Dowell, Boyd Hilder, Brandon Lupos, Kevin Peraza, Daniel Sandoval, Jose Torres, and Bryce Tryon. So yeah,
Oh yeah.
Scotty says Brady's superpower is that he actually gets better under pressure. Brady isn't in pain yet because 4 events isn't in park yet because 4 events would be too much.
I mean, Sandoval's in all those. I mean, Sandoval's veteran at this point.
Imagine Brady goes into park and medals in all 4.
I mean, he could. I mean, he's stepped up his quarter game this last year. He's got like the 5 flares and crazy flare combos and a style. He can just fill it all up.
I definitely agree.
Superman Decade. Oh God, that'd be amazing.
We're in a different era these days. Superman Decade would
Dude,
be...
some of those tricks, I feel like for example, like a pendulum air on vert. I feel like that trick you can't do unless you got a 40-pound war machine under you to like be able to manipulate your body on that.
You also aren't going to be able to hold up. That'd have to be the end of your run because you land that trick. I don't know if you're going to be able to hit the next side.
Next year, Brady will be ready for fees. I mean, he's already he should be there. I mean, Marcus waited. Marcus was ready for a long time, and he went in there. Now he's going to the Olympics. Like I thought, Marcus would be in Tokyo, but he waited. But he's there now.
I can't wait to see that. I'm so pumped for him.
That's only a month away.
Yeah, less than a month at this point.
Yeah, and they already started announcing. I don't know if you saw what RBMX posted. That one guy, Caio from Brazil, really broke down how they qualify, and they announced like Canada's going with Jeffrey Whaley.
Well, they said that was speculation, but it's possible.
Dude, everything that guy said in the RBMX thing was like true. Some guy from Latvia's going because they were like 4th in.
The countries are already announced.
They do countries and they do continent. So there's some guy from South Africa who he was at the qualifier. You never saw him at a fees, but he got there based off continent. He's going to be there to represent Africa. Logan, I'm pretty sure Logan's gonna get picked to represent Australia because he said he like was his Olympic journey wasn't counted out yet. It's like it's him or Lupos. I feel like. For Australia, but I don't know if they're going to do that.
They say Rim for Japan.
Rim already got picked. Okay. Yeah.
Logan Martin, Australia. Vincent.
Latvia guy?
Legone.
That's South Africa flag.
Okay. Then Jose Torres.
Yeah, South America.
So this Maxime one, there was another guy from Canada in the comments here. Yes, said there is a mistake with Canada emoji.
Yeah, it's if you go to Jeffrey Whaley, he posted a picture saying he's going to the Olympics on his Instagram.
I am qualified for the Olympics. Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, and it's crazy because he wasn't even at the qualifier.
That is crazy.
Yeah, what's the enhanced game?
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. The enhanced games is like the Olympics, but all supplements and things like that, and whatever steroids that are approved by certain like health commissions or whatever for normal people to use are allowed in it.
So, like Adderall or something?
You'd have to
like hyper focus. I don't know. Is that actually a thing?
Yes, look it up. It's the enhanced games.
Have BMX in it?
No. So let me pull it up.
I was gonna say.
But
I want to see like football on like
event plan.
Forced testosterone or something.
So that's the thing. That's kind of like, so there's going to be, where do I find it at?
Or imagine UFC with if they're allowed with steroids or something.
Well, that's kind of the thing. That's what this is going to have, combat sports in it. So
Oh
the
my
idea
god, it's gonna be
is
amazing. We need that entertainment though. That's where we're going, dude.
you're not wrong. Joe Rogan had the dudes on. Yeah. Spencer is going to the enhanced games.
I don't know what enhancements I'm taking. CC's buffet,
So
Polar Pop enhanced.
I wish I could see a like super basic breakdown of it to explain it. Yeah, it's too much there. They were the guys who started it were on Rogan. You could watch that, and get the gist of it.
Oh, okay.
I watched
God,
it and it was like, dude, this could be awesome. $1 million when they break a world record for whatever the event is. So like a running record.
If they break like a current world record,
Yes.
as an enhanced games athlete, they just get $1 million. That's like, oh, you just broke the fastest man on Earth's record.
Yep.
$1 million.
Yep.
Even with like performance enhancers.
Yep.
Are they trying to like change just to maximize like what a human can do? Like no matter what?
You have to watch it. I don't want to try and speak for them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, some people do have like more testosterone in them, which could give them a competitive advantage.
Well,
Just
part
pump
of their
into everybody.
part of their motivation is that like the Olympics is a thing, and it's awesome what the Olympics does in the idea, but they don't pay any of the athletes. Like the Olympics itself doesn't. So
No.
they are going to pay the athletes, and the $1 million for breaking a world record is part of that.
Let's say okay. I'm trying to see hop 360 double lips. What enhancements do we need to give? Which probably Andre Coast should do that.
Jacob theme.
Jacob theme.
So let's see. First athletes to set new world records for the 50 and 100 meter sprint and the 50 meter freestyle will receive $1 million US. Apparently they have like funding already, and they're working with these companies who reached out to them.
Dude, there's gonna be a lot of ligament damage in the enhanced games.
We'll see. I just excited
whatever,
to watch
right?
it.
I mean, people, your body can do whatever you want as long as you're not like harming other people.
Yeah. Yeah, well, and then the other thing they brought up too is like when Lance Armstrong got popped for whatever he did, they said the next person down that they had to go to find someone who wasn't also on something was like 17th place.
Yeah, but all right, so I don't know the whole thing because I was still kind of young when that was happening. But he had testicle cancer or prostate cancer. So even, all right, you got prostate cancer, you're going, that's not good. That's not going to help your performance. You got steroids. Okay, we'll meet in the middle. You're a normal athlete.
That's what the enhanced games are for, Spencer.
Yeah, we'll get you back up to normal.
I've always felt like there should be the drug Olympics. Have you ever seen people who are on like certain types of speed or cocaine or whatever? They have them race. Then have you ever heard the term meth strong?
I don't know.
That's the lifting. That's the lifting side of it. Kurt Schmitz.
Guys,
I never know the X Games are on until Brant starts streaming about it. Kurt, what are you doing awake? It's 1:30 in the morning.
come on, Kurt.
Yo. Thanks. Thanks, is that Travis? Rad Dad BMX? Maybe not. There's multiple Rad BMX Dad usernames. Thank you for that.
What do I gotta do to get in these enhanced games?
I think you just gotta sign up.
Can't we get Jay Dalton in some sort of enhanced games? I heard he's on Extends or Honey Goatweed or something.
Oh, jeez. Watch Donut Operator, you'll see. Oh, God.
Oh god.
Anyways,
I don't know if anyone here is a Scotty Cranmer fan that has a camera, but I mean I got a Scotty Cranmer helmet on top of the display case there. What do you got, Brant?
I don't think I have anything of Scotty's. Got some Dave Mirra stuff.
Wow.
Watch Anthony Smith, UFC fighter home invasion. You will see what drugs can do to a person. Oh, God.
Jesus.
Yep.
I
Well,
know, Bill. Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see tomorrow. I mean, I don't really know what else we have to talk about. X Games was good today, though. Just a little bummed about the format of Street.
yeah. I mean, if that's, I mean, it was pretty bad, but if that's the
They'll
worst
change
of
it.
it,
They'll change it. Yeah.
I really enjoyed watching the women. I loved the back and forth of qualifying for dirt and how it was so much.
Yeah.
Just,
Dirt was stacked. It's gonna be even better tomorrow. Hopefully they do 3 runs. Best run counts.
yeah, Scotty did say that. He said it was 3 runs and the best run counts. Dirt final
Yeah.
is 3 run best counts.
I almost wanted to make a video talking about the Olympic qualifying and how shit their format is with the 2 runs count.
Oh,
That is the most horseshit fucking format ever. That made the X Games Street one look amazing. That format is so bad.
yeah.
Like as a viewer, you get less of a show. As a rider, you get more stress. You don't get necessarily the best person going. Like
That's a good
Jose
point.
Torres had the best run in Shanghai, the highest scoring run in qualifier, but he fell his second run. So you could have one little slip up, tire blowout.
Yeah,
There goes your Olympic dream.
that's rough. Yeah. I mean, Nick Bruce literally crashed in his first run. Yeah,
And then it's
he's-
over. It's like that's crazy.
so 4 years of work ends because you mess up in one out of your 2 runs.
Dude, imagine there's a screw out of the ground. And you ran over a screw. 4 years of hard work and dedication. You just popped a tire in a run. You're done.
That's
The Olympic
awful.
2 run average. Yeah, and they're doing it again in Paris. Justin was telling me. So they get the 12 riders that qualify to the Olympics, and then they do a 3-man elimination. So they're going from 12 riders to 9 riders to have a 9-rider final, and they're doing both runs count in this eliminator to get it down to 9, which is going to be a 2-run best run wins.
What's the reasoning
Yeah.
for only getting down to 9? Like, what?
I don't know. That's what Justin said. I believe him because he's in it.
I'm just wondering, like, what is it, a time thing? Like, what's the point?
I don't know. I don't know if it's like a UCI and they don't understand like it's not like you're fucking riding in a race or something, like the elements and just how hard everything is. Like
Yeah,
I don't
what
know.
happened to be on your game perfect for 2 enhanced games? Five,
Best trick outs.
5 runs and only your best trick from those 5 runs. That's kind of sick, though.
Enhanced games, high air wins everything.
Oh my gosh.
No, Kasike did not make dirt. He might be in best trick though, maybe. I don't
No,
know. He
unless the
landed both his
website's wrong.
runs. He landed both his runs. He didn't hit the big juicy double flip like he usually does on his Instagram story, but he landed both his runs.
So why don't I see that name on the list?
It says George. George something from Colombia. I didn't even know his name was George until today, and I've met him.
Oh,
he goes by
Arius.
Kasike.
Gotcha.
Is he in best trick?
No.
Damn it.
Yeah. Yeah, bummer. Kazike's name isn't actually. That's pretty funny. Well, I'm excited to watch tomorrow. I'm kind of stoked that it's not till 5 because it means I can go ride beforehand.
What's the first event's like women's park final, I think, for skateboarding?
The
I
actual,
watch all of it. I like watching all of it. You know, I'm not as engaged in like the skateboarding. I still like to watch it.
the very first event tomorrow is 1:15 Eastern, and it is street women's skateboard.
Okay.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
men's skateboard park final, followed by men's skateboard street best trick, followed by BMX dirt final,
What time's BMX Dirt final Eastern?
5 p.m.
Okay. Yeah.
There's
I'm
two
not gonna
events
be
at 5
upset if I
p.m.
miss. Really?
There's a skateboard street legends event. What does that mean?
That's with Shaq Daddy.
I'm gonna look it up. Street competition features street course. Okay, so it just says a street. What? Street legends. I don't know. What's the difference? Is there I don't know. Anyways, BMX Dirt is at 5. Then BMX Park Finals is at 8:45.
Yo, Tyler, let's go.
Tyler
The
Rizzi
the,
in the chat.
the ice bar God is in the chat, boys.
Shaq Daddy. I don't know how to act.
Yeah, I called him. I said something to somebody about calling him Shaq Daddy, and then I don't know if all the kids started calling him that. I hope I didn't start it, but a lot of people were calling him Shaq Daddy. I felt bad, but I don't think it was for me. It just sounds right. It's like organic.
It's definitely Spencer. It's the next minty fresh scandal.
No.
Legends is a demo, maybe. I mean, that's kind of what it seemed like, but there wasn't any info when I clicked on it to know.
Yeah, I got two like stream links from them, so maybe one of them's for that.
That would make sense. Because there is a dedicated street final for skateboarding, but then there's this street legends thing. I think that's cool though. If they're bringing in legends to do a demo or just to skate or have an event like that, I mean, it's
smart marketing too.
Oh yeah, and that keeps people stoked and keeps people involved. I like that.
No, yeah, I don't know if they're gonna win. Like, is Sheckler gonna walk away with like a Legends medal?
I don't know.
Is Shaun White about to get a Legends snowboarding gold medal?
So every time the whole Garrett Reynolds beating Shaun White's record thing comes up,
God, dude.
I'm like, are they trying to do this so that Shaun White will just come out of retirement and win another one?
No, they just like think since Garrett is so consistent with winning that it's just they want that story to develop and then happen, and it doesn't happen, and then it rolls over to the next one, and it's just kind of like it's almost like I'm also annoyed for Garrett at this point that like just let him ride the contest.
Is this a conspiracy? Is this the conspiracy? That's what they're doing so that the storyline keeps going.
This is his 70th trying to get the gold medal.
That's what the format was for.
He was in second today. I'm gonna give Garrett a silver in my book. He was in second today.
They just
for the weird format.
3 more attempts, I think. That's all they needed. And I think there was time for at least one more if there wasn't replays.
Oh, Chad wasn't in. I didn't even think about that, Tyler. Yeah, Chad wasn't there. It was nice to see Jordan and Felix in there.
Yeah, I really liked Jordan.
Barniak wasn't in there. I wish they would do a street eliminator. No, they didn't even do one. They did one last year, didn't they?
There is a lot of people who were there.
That's weird. That was one of the so we had two BMX events that didn't get an eliminator where skate had the same event but had an eliminator. They had skateboard women's park eliminator. We had that today, and they had skateboard men's park eliminator today as well.
Johnny Rakis wasn't there.
Yeah, that's true. There's like so many good people that deserve to be there, and I think it's fair to have why not have another like a little qualifier?
So that's why it feels like, I mean, it does feel like they're already kind of moving towards this with the changes they made for the event and venue itself. But to have it be a more longer event again, where it's like 5 days and you have the qualifiers Wednesday, Thursday, then you have the actual events Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it'd be so awesome.
Just don't broadcast the qualifiers on national television, which is like the main show.
Yep.
Have it on a stream like they did today. They're already building the damn course. It's like you don't have to pay people that got 8th or 16th through 9th.
Yeah.
You give them a chance. Their sponsors are gonna help them get out there.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
we just want to see them have a chance,
It just makes me wonder how much it would cost for them to extend it by 2 days and then also have the camera and everything, all of the camera equipment and trucks that run the production for 2 more days. Street qualifier needs to happen, and the top 3 from the previous year should go straight to final. That would make sense.
We're doing that with dirt. They used to do that with metal. If you got a medal, you got a final for next year instantly.
I think it was something like that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that would be cool because we like to see. That just means like the medals mean more, It's like I'll be back next year. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah, it just makes you wonder in terms of qualifying what it would take money-wise for that to happen and if they could do it. Because more days in the venue, more days of people working, more days of all the equipment.
That venue was set up. They don't even need to have fans there for qualifier, like necessarily.
Yeah, but to broadcast it on YouTube,
tickets?
Even just to have it on YouTube.
Dude, how many times have you gone to a contest and Fudger streaming it or something?
Yeah, well, to do the same level of what they've been doing, I don't know why they wouldn't just go ahead and have it all set up from the beginning so they don't have to come in mid-week or mid-event after qualifying and set all the cameras and everything up. It would make sense to do it at the very beginning and then just maybe they dumb it down for the qualifier and only have one camera pointing at the whole entire course.
I don't know. It could have. I mean, there's definitely a way to get it in the budget, right? It's like it can't be that crazy to have a camera crew there for one more day.
It's the event venue and space for 1 or 2 more days that would probably be where.
I mean, they're already there. They're already there practicing. It's like that course was built probably like over a week ago, like 2 weeks ago, probably.
It's hard to say. I mean, when did Tyler make his first post about the?
Dude, honestly, Tyler Fernangle could have been invited.
True.
He's been coming back.
So
he's good as fuck.
Tyler Truman posted June 19th of the first run on the first jump for dirt.
I honestly wouldn't be mad if they did. I think a good format would be qualifier and then right into finals too, like right after. Everyone's warm and fresh. Maybe, I don't know. Good format. I've seen it done before.
That would change up how they do a lot of the broadcasting.
Yeah. Yeah, there's so many ideas. We'll figure it out.
They're good at what
it'd be nice to give everyone a chance that deserves to be there to be, have a try, at least, so they're not like, oh, I didn't get invited.
Yeah, or, make it known how you get there so that the people who do want to be there can know what they have to do.
We didn't see Casey Sterling today.
You're right. Wasn't he supposed? Was he just an alternate? There. Was it just?
I don't know.
Because he did post that he was going to X Games.
He was there. I saw him in practice. I saw him do a switch Smith up a ledge to manual.
That's weird.
I saw him there.
Hmm.
Interesting.
I would have loved to see him ride. Man,
Dude, I know. Now I feel I'm even more bummed about it now. We didn't see Casey ride.
that guy is
Well,
incredible.
only if there was someone in chat that was at the event that knows inside sources.
It's too bad. Too bad we don't have that. Yeah, he was supposed to ride. Hmm. Now there's more conspiracies.
What happened? Where was Hai Yang's invite? Is the real question.
Hmm.
You know who Hai Yang is?
No.
He's Chinese rider at the Olympic qualifier.
Okay. Oh, I think you were probably onto something with the concept that they're not like allowed to do another contest if they're like if,
Oh, they're yeah, 1,000%. Those ladies. I don't think the men would have got invited. They're not there yet, but the women 100%. I wonder if they were invited.
well, yeah, and I was honestly, yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about anything to do with that because I want everyone to have. I'm not jinxing anything.
What do you,
I'm just surprised to see if
what do you mean?
like the women and seeing Hannah in Paris like sending it at X Games when the Olympics are a month away. I was just glad to see all of the people who are going to the Olympics that were in X Games got through their runs and are okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. I think Hannah kept it chill for the most part.
Yeah, well, it was just I just got nervous for him because like, man, that's a little
Yeah,
scary. Not sure, but I know there was 8 in the event. 9 would make sense, so maybe it was the alternate. Team China only exists for Olympics.
yeah. That's what I thought. I was like, dude, where are these women at? I'm like, they're probably not allowed to. This X Game doesn't exist to them.
Yeah, which is crazy to think. They definitely seem
Well,
like they like it.
oh, I mean, they're good, but I mean, they are literally, not I wouldn't say bred, but they're funded to be Olympian athletes, and we're seeing results for that.
Yeah. What
They're
happened?
not gonna throw those investments to an American contest that's like based on entertainment. I don't think the Chinese care about like winning an X Games medal.
What about the enhanced games medals?
Enhanced Games is gonna be different. I feel like everyone's gonna want to be on top of who's the most enhanced.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see when BMX gets added to the enhanced games in 2032.
I would
Literally only
yeah,
because BMX is in the Olympics. It's crazy.
yeah. They are all handpicked in China. Crazy. Rob Darn was telling me about it one time, and I was like, dude, that's so crazy. Another thing about China that he was telling me about was like, so let's say I don't know your towns near you, but I'm just trying to think of two known towns next to each other. Let's just say Kansas City, Kansas
Okay.
had a fees level park, right? In China, if this was in China scenario, the Kansas City, Missouri, which is another city, well, they're connected, but they're right there. They would be like, "Oh, we need one of those too," and they'll build another fucking Olympic level park that close to
Hmm.
each other. And they have these all over China apparently.
Huh.
Like there is just like crazy skate parks all over China.
That's interesting.
They're like competitive with like each like little county or I don't know region. Like they just have crazy stuff everywhere.
I wonder what that means for outside people riding them.
I don't know.
I heard the women are paid pretty
Yeah,
good to ride BMX and train. Nice.
I bet. I mean, I heard the coaches get paid pretty well for every medal they receive.
Mmm. Interesting.
China number one.
Oh man. They definitely all have like tie layered frames and
Oh, that's
crazy
crazy.
bikes too. Chinese in 4 years will be
It's
triple flared
I'm
mid-run.
grateful for Chinese BMX because they have enhanced the viewage of women's BMX by tenfold.
Enhanced games.
China enhanced the BMX games.
Enhanced BMX games. We're
Yeah.
rambling. We're
Yeah, we
mumbling.
are. But it's fun. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. Bitching.
Are we committed to this now? I mean, we could do another. Do you want to do an X Games recap tomorrow again?
I don't care. I
We
mean,
could.
I'm usually just playing Call of Duty right now, telling people that their mom wants me. Just get out.
Well, it'll be. I mean, we definitely could because BMX Park Finals is at 8:45, so we could wrap it up. Or
What's after that? I like watching everything. I don't care about Moto stuff too much.
Moto X Best Trick is after that.
Okay, see, I might want to watch Best Trick.
So that's at
Because there's
10:15.
going to be a story about that too, because I think one of the guys who did the triple backflip actually passed away last year, who got silver,
See you,
which is kind of
Scotty.
crazy.
Scotty said
We love
he's
you,
going to
Scotty.
bed. Yes.
You're the best
said-
announcer BMX ever had.
He said, well, he'll see us tomorrow, so maybe we get Scotty on the post X Games show.
Yeah, we need to play Mario Party soon.
Good game. So same time tomorrow, same place. Spencer's going to be streaming all day for X Games.
Yeah, I stream like 10 hours a day, but it's fun. I love watching it.
He'll be back tomorrow, and it'll be just as
Be
good.
right here.
So watch it.
Will the kitty litter be there? Maybe. Might move it.
It's layers.
Yeah.
Layers.
Yeah.
And layers.
You want me to head out of here so you could do like an outro or something?
No,
or...
I'm going to do the outro right now. We'll see y'all potentially tomorrow. You'll see Spencer after the X Games starts tomorrow or before. I don't know. I